The following 15-year story is amazing, unbelievable even to me, except I've been a part of it. There is a supporting evidence for all the claims from independent contract laboratories. I believe there's nothing new under the sun, however, much is yet to be discovered. That's the story of protocachoic acid. There is abundance of medical literature on the potential health and wellness properties, yet no specific discoveries relevant to orthopedic surgery. I'm an orthopedic surgeon, a medical doctor, one of the pioneers in arthroscopic surgery, holder of 79 U.S. patents with special interest in cartilage healing. I have no credentials in bacteriology or virology. I initiated the following research in anticipation that protocachoic acid, hard to pronounce so I'm going to call it PCA for short from here on in, that PCA would qualify as a drug for cartilage healing. The story starts with exploration of PCA's potential to increase the expression of local tissue growth hormones, passes through the evidence of a broad-spectrum antibiotic, and then established it as a biofilm destroyer. Subsequently, the story resulted in multiple U.S. patents for orthopedic surgery before the emergence of COVID-19. This pandemic prompted the investigation of the antiviral potential of PCA and has resulted in 2 COVID-19 related U.S. patents. It all started when I saw a publication in a local newspaper that cyanidin 3-glucoside, that's the dyes that make cherries red, was applied to rodent islet cells in the pancreas and it produced insulin. I then reasoned maybe other tissues might respond with an insulin-like growth hormone called IGF-1 if this dye was applied to it, has long been known to heal cartilage. The above hypothesis was confirmed and resulted in the following U.S. patents. 8263069, September 11, 2012. This patent showed that dye, cyanidin 3-glucoside, the precursor of the metabolite protocachoic acid, turned on the gene for the growth hormone IGF-1 in human synovium. Then, U.S. Patent 9486468 on November 8, 2016. The patent was secured for the intra-articular injection route, not previously included in the previous granted patent claims. However, cyanidin 3-glucoside was not it. It was learned from the literature that the dye of cyanidin 3-glucoside was not a bioactive reagent, but it was likely the primary metabolite. A patent for PCA for arthritis is still pending. In retrospect, this delay has been a blessing in disguise because the following discoveries and patents that have been granted. Attention was turned to other clinical possibilities for PCA, especially for the control of infection in orthopedic surgery. The research resulted in several U.S. patents. However, no orthopedic company is interested. It's the same reason there have been no new class of antibiotics in the last 35 years until now with PCA. The reason is there's no history of a good financial return on investing in antibiotics. By December of 2019, I had exhausted every potential orthopedic company contact. I wondered if I was fishing on the wrong side of the boat. What should I do next? In January of 2020, COVID-19 emerged. I'm not a virologist, but I always approach ventures with the same distinct advantage that I don't know anything. It removes any bias. I read that PCA was known in the literature to have an antiviral effect in a variety of diseases: avian influenza, hepatitis, and influenza. I sought out 2 independent contract laboratories to test the active SARS-CoV-2 virus against a PCA-coated material, metal, plastic, and part of an N95 mask. The tests were positive with a 99.99 plus inactivation upon contact with the PCA crystal. The patent application was made in August of 2020. Since there was no prior art, the first patent was granted in record speed March of 2021. That patent, 10.959.969 on March 31st, 2021, this was for the treatment of a person with COVID-19 with PCA. It was all based on basic science evidence, and the patent claims were granted for deactivation of the coronavirus immediately and up to 24 hours upon contact. Then US 11-103-471 was granted in August 31st, 2021. This was for the mitigation of the COVID-19 by spray coating of PCA on personal protective equipment materials such as masks, gowns, shoes, etc. It was learned that the unique physical properties of PCA were the reason for the antiviral properties. The PCA crystal has very sharp spear-like projections which then had the potential to disrupt the PCA crystal has many sharp spear-like projections which has the potential to disrupt the thin, fatty coating of the viral body. Note the word inactivation is used instead of kill, since viruses are not living organisms. PCA starts with that physical disruption of the viral body, causing the release of the RNA within. This is followed by PCA's biochemical properties to further inactivate the virus. A low pH, anti-protease properties, and it's a blocking agent. There are other therapeutic benefits of PCA as well. It's known in the literature that it has cellular and hormonal immunity enhancement. The anti-inflammation aspect has the potential for the lungs cytokine storm. There is a tyrosine inhibitor, and there's an anti-thrombosis factor as well. PCA is safe. It's common to the human diet. You can and do eat it. And PCA has been designated as safe by the FDA. All the human metabolism is known. Upon ingestion, it perfuses all cells, tissues, and organs. It peaks in 2 hours in the body and lasts for 8. PCA health benefits are well documented in the medical literature, and they are as follows. PCA is a powerful antioxidant, 10 times more powerful than vitamin E. And of course, antioxidants are fundamental to health. PCA is a powerful anti-inflammatory agent, and inflammation is known to be the basis of all diseases, including cancer. The 2 U.S. patents for COVID-19 touch on both aspects of the clinical application, therapy and mitigation. PCA is available in the nutraceutical market with Dr. J's Natural for health and wellness purposes. An application has been in the EPA for a spray use in rooms, clinics, and public facilities. An application has been in with the EPA for spray use in rooms, clinics, and public facilities. FDA applications are in process for various clinical uses. These factors also make it possible to meet the humanitarian needs in third world countries. Like the sun which it has been under, these discoveries make the future bright for PCA. I stumbled a few times. I'm not going to get any better.